All right, here we go. So we do have this new FICSIT Trigon blueprint right here. I worked on it for a little while last night, and it is operational. As you can see, I just quickly grabbed some resources, started throwing it into there, and we're getting Trigons. So that is good. I worked on it for quite a bit. Had a little bit of trouble getting these converters to work. It's a really tight squeeze. It's a very similar setup to how I do manufacturers. There's not a lot of space, but I was able to, with a mini nudge, get it to work. I'm still on Mark II blueprints. Haven't unlocked the Mark III blueprint yet, and that's actually something we definitely want to do on this stream, because we got a lot of blueprints we want to build. What do we need here? This is the main missing piece here. I think we're doing good on the diamonds now, or the time crystals. Definitely have plenty of fused modular frames, but it's this quantum processor, neural quantum processors that we are missing. And for that, we need quantum encoding, I guess. Yep. And we do have all of this. So let's just select this milestone right off the bat here. And oops. We need time crystals. We need trigons. How much? Just 100 of those? And turbo motors. Wait. Why don't I have turbo motors? Interesting. Okay, how about supercomputers? How are we doing there? We need 400 supercomputers. Okay, well, we'll go put these in, and we'll see what we need. We still need another 200 supercomputers and another 50 turbo motors. Turbo motors, I thought it would kind of have expected to have them in the depot, but maybe not. They're over here, I think. There they are. So no depot on them. That's the problem. We're running low on Mercer spheres too, so... Yeah, that was the last one. Okay, and then supercomputers. Oh, it's full again, so we got enough now. All right. There we go. Get this quantum encoder. And then we need to make
milestone reached. This is not
100.
Competition, but other pioneers, such as 83CKY and U531355, had already completed project assembly by this point. FICSIT was obviously wrong about you, but perhaps so was I. Regardless, you have finally unlocked the quantum encoder, which requires vast fluctuating power and excited photonic matter to produce highly complex parts. Do not make the same mistakes managing the resulting dark matter residue as you did other byproducts. Project part number 11, the AI expansion server, is now your highest priority. Galaxy-wide project management is taxing to even the most advanced among us, especially those who have to manage the less advanced. like kittens and puppies, who are definitely still waiting for you to save them.
So, looks like we already have 7,600 time crystals here also. Let's put this quantum encoder down and see what that recipe looks like. So we need time crystals, supercomputers, FICSIT trigons, and excited photonic matter. Where are the supercomputers at? We're using them. Oh, you suppose these guys are getting dizzy yet? Let's see. Supercomputers are being used here. So, I mean, obviously they're coming in, yeah, in this first train station right here. And then this is the belt right here. Okay, right here is supercomputers. Okay, and then we've got our trigons right here. We've got our time crystals up there. And the only other thing we need is the excited photonic matter. And then also we're going to have this dark matter residue as a byproduct. And from that, we need to make dark matter crystals with diamonds, dark matter trap, and dark matter crystallization. That one looks pretty good. We just need to get 100 of these things, so we're not going to get super serious about what we're building. We're going to build something quickly and temporary, just so we can get off the ground here. And this takes a lot of space, so I'm thinking, actually, like right over here looks pretty good. We'll just continue to build off of this. Go this way. Okay. Time crystals, supercomputers, and trigons, and excited photonic matter. You make that in a converter. And this is going to be 200. And how much does this guy need? He needs 75. Okay. Supercomputer is the one that we got to get over here. And as this is a temporary factory, we're not going to worry about it too much, and we're just going to put down a box. All right, let's go grab some supercomputers. Actually, we don't even need to go anywhere. We'll just get them from here. And what's the recipe again? It's 1 supercomputer to 1 neural quantum processor, and we need 100, so that's plenty of those. Time crystals are right here. Okay, getting close. FICSIT Trigons are down here. Looks like right about too steep. No problem. Are those? Oh yeah, here they come. Okay, just the excited photonic matter. And then we got to deal with that dark matter residue byproduct. It's already straight in. Okay, we're building neural quantum processors. What's our power? That's not too bad. Let's crank it up. 13,000. What are we looking like on a total power here? Ooh, it's getting a little sketchy. We're gonna hit the wall here with photonic matter in just a sec. In fact, we just shut down, it looks like. So we need another one of these. Oh, that's the wrong direction. What? It's already 2 connected? What is it doing? Oh, I just copied that one, so it's got that Oh no, it's not this. It's a particle accelerator. Right? Dark matter crystals and diamonds. Okay. We need that other recipe. So we have diamonds coming in here, so we're gonna steal these. We got lots of time crystals at the moment. Okay, now we need to put these in a box. Okay. All right, we're getting there. Making progress already. And I don't believe we have any more Mercer spheres, so we can't even make a depot for that. Okay, so we just need 100 of those. Is there a depot that we can steal from something else we don't care about? Yeah, actually, we don't need this one because we have plastic at the factory where it's being made on a depot. So we will put it on here. Oh, no, not that one. We don't care about that one. This is the one we care about. Okay. So we're at 23 right now, and we just need to get to 100, and we still have 7 minutes until the pod comes back before we can even unlock that milestone. We can go ahead and gather the other ingredients while we're waiting. 500 fused modular frames. I'm pretty sure this is actually where we have the depot for them. This one here? Yep. I need 10 of these. One more. Okay. And then 500 Trigons. It's just 3 stacks. Yeah, I suppose we can go over that, how that blueprint works. And 250 time crystals. We'll just leave them in there for now. It's not going super fast, you know. I think what we'll do is we're going to just steal these. We're going to need some more summer sloops too. Summer sloops and Mercer spheres. And we're going to need a lot more shards. We're actually going to do the synthetic shards, which I've never done before. Yeah, we're going to put it in here. Let's see what happens. So it's at 13 now, so that might even take our power out. 53,000. Oh no. That would be the first power outage we've had since. Oh, look, we're good. We're good. Our max capacity right now, max consumption is 138, and we're making 154. Oh my. What is this machine gonna do? 55? Oh. That is by far the largest number I've ever seen on a single machine. 53 gigawatts. When we were making the nuclear pasta for phase 4 completion, those 2 machines went up to 30 gigawatts each. So that was doing 60, but here we have almost 60 in a single machine. 54 gigawatts. This is why we need those synthetic power shards, because we are going to need to make a lot more power. And we don't really want to put down thousands of generators. I mean, we're going to have to put down 1,000 generators probably anyway, but the power shards are going to make it so that we don't have to put down 3,000 generators. Okay, that actually should help accelerate our... Yeah, we're at halfway there. Okay, what should we do while we're waiting for that? Yeah, let's unlock that. I don't think we unlocked the synthetic shards. Let's see what we need to do that. What did we get? Oh, we want to keep doing hard drives too. But let's not do that just yet because we need to... Power slugs. Okay. We have everything we need. We need to go grab some... do we have quartz in here? Yes, we do. Okay. And... Power slugs. Start that research. Slug scanning, I don't really need.
Research completed. Synthetic power shard recipe unlocked. Exchanging regular exercise and filtered fresh air with automation is just the kind of progress FICSIT likes to see.
Okay, so it's done in a quantum encoder. 5 per minute, and we need several thousand of them. But we're not going to start that right at this exact moment. While we're waiting for those, we can go over this blueprint. It's not super complicated. It just takes in iron and SAM. So here's the SAM, here's the iron. We have 20 smelters making the ingots, 4 constructors making reanimated SAM. Oh, those are the Trigons. 4 constructors making reanimated SAM. Those reanimated SAM and iron ingots are going into these quantum encoders. No, excuse me. These are converters. It's converting them into FICSIT ingots. And then those come back down into these 4 constructors, making the Trigons. And I haven't totally completed this blueprint, but it is set up to be able to scale horizontally. So we should be able to, I think with Mark 6 belts, we can put like 4 of them together in a single line. But yeah, I still haven't done the auto-connecting belt part. I just, this is bootstrapping into phase 5, so we are not building serious factories for it right now. We're just putting them down and generating some of the items that we need to unlock the stuff we need to unlock. And so before we start to get serious in building phase 5 factories, we'll need to generate a lot more power. So that's our big focus right now. And that's the reason why we're going to unlock this the Mark III blueprint designer, so that we can build some bigger blueprints that'll help us build out that power factory faster. We already started gathering nitrogen. Yesterday we built a train that picked up nitrogen from 2 wells over there. There's another well way up on the end of the Rocky Desert, another well way on the end of the Dune Desert. That's the normal nitrogen well. We're playing random nodes, so we already have connected to 2 wells over here, and then there's one more. And I can't remember exactly where that last well is. How are we doing? 74. We're almost there. But yeah, I did start. We've got enough time crystals and FICSIT Trigons that we can use these 1200 item per minute belts now. How fast is this guy working here? 15 per minute. Okay. So we should be there in just another minute or two. It's like 2 minutes and 1 minute and 20 seconds. Let's see. What else do we need to work on? You can see we still have the nuclear pasta running. As soon as we got into phase 5, those machines kicked back on. I removed their Sommer sloops. We would definitely have just had a power outage just then when I put those 4 power sloops into that quantum encoder. If I hadn't, it's so funny because, you know, just 2 days ago, before we turned these things on, 3 days ago, whatever it was, we had lots and lots of headroom. I mean, you know, right here, you can see that it's operating at like 64% or 64 gig in some of these, you know, when it's not spiking up there, that's the quantum encoder spiking up. I think what's happening is we don't have enough resources, probably. Not exactly sure what we're short on. Oh, polyphotonic matter. Oh, this guy's full. It says idle. Oh, I see. We're not getting rid of the dark matter residue fast enough is the problem. So it's generating 375, and how much are we dealing with? We're only dealing with 150. So I can just cheat a little bit here and throw some in the trash can. I could put it into a big old fluid storage container. Another thing I could do. I just really need these. Oh, only 4 to go. Cool. 2 to go. And then we can unlock that larger blueprint. There they are. And we'll let it run. Definitely going to need more of those. Probably going to need more just to put down the Mark III blueprint soon. Oh. Are we ready? Yeah, I guess we're ready. Cool.
Milestone reached. The blueprint
Wow, we only
design
have one more milestone left.
20% increased blueprint size in all dimensions, for an overall 71.2% increase in volume. Sadly, I doubt we will see equivalent increases in your efficiency.
Okay, hey, there we go. Mark III Blueprint Designer. Just what you need when the game's finally over, huh? No, the game is not over. We got a long ways to go. But it just feels, you know, it does feel like it's over when you finally get the blueprint. It feels like, you know, this thing would have been real handy a lot earlier in the game, but... how many I need? I need 10. I got 8. There we go. Now we can finally build the Mark III Blueprint Designer. Cool. Okay, so do I have enough power here? I guess there's power right there. Okay, cool. So one of the blueprints that I wanted to work on, let me look at my modeler here. Yeah, this blueprint right here. So we can do, looks like 3 refineries and 4 blenders. That's the question. Can we put 3 refineries and 4 blenders into, because if we could do that, then that blueprint, 6 of those blueprints placed down could handle 900 nitrogen and generate us how much power? 100 gigawatts. Obviously, we need the 72 times 3 generators, and those generators are double clocked. So what is that? 72 times 3 is 216 per 900 nitrogen, 216 generators. But obviously that's like 500 or 432 shards that we need for that. And let's see where we're at on shards. We actually have enough to do a single one of those units, but we're going to be making more than one. That's why we need to make the synthetic power shards. Anyway, let's see if we can fit 3 refineries and 4 blenders in this thing. Well, first of all, I will just plop them down and see. We're not going to actually try to make this thing operational at the moment. It really is just a spatial question. So it looks like, physically we definitely can get them in, because we can put 2 more on top. Actually, we could probably even put them here, but and we do have a pretty good amount of room. There's not room on this side here, but here, let's reconfigure these a little bit. Yeah, actually, we could do something like this. And potentially have one here-ish. Yeah, so actually it does look like this is going to work. Don't know exactly what the order of the machines is and all of that, but yeah, this is looking very promising. And we do have room up here as well. Okay, cool. This is great. There's plenty of room for piping. So yeah, let's have a look at that. What does this thing look like? So those 3 refineries are doing heavy oil residue, and then we'll have 2 of the blenders doing diluted fuel, and then 2 blenders doing nitro rocket fuel. So this is heavy oil residue. It's 2.5 on that. So 2.5 divided by 3. So it's 83%. Let me see what the output is. It's 100. So target should be 100 divided by 3. We could do a different ratio. I like to underclock them all equally, and that way you get the maximum amount of power savings. We're doing a double, 2x power consumption in this playthrough, so almost all of my large installations have lots of underclocking. Like, for example, these are underclocked 50%. Okay, so then we would have 2 diluted fuels. Those are fully clocked, and same thing with the nitro rocket fuel. How did we get those in there? Looks like it's like right. So this is at the 2 meter mark, and then this one is right there, I guess. Oh, I see what the problem is. This thing's made for 5, and it actually has 6. Okay, then these would be nitro rocket fuel at 100%. Hey, Brent Rocks. Sorry about that, bud. I was I was so focused here on what I'm doing, I missed that you're have a couple chat messages. FICSIT Trigons, yeah, we're doing FICSIT Trigons. Man, you really exploded in the last few streams I missed. Well, yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, it's grown a little bit, and we did all the hard work earlier, so getting this stuff was not too complicated. These are all our phase 4 builds here. So there's the magnetic field generators, and then the assembly director systems. Over here is the nuclear pasta, which you can see is running for phase 5 now. We're already at 1,000 out of the 5,000 that we need there. And then this was the last one we did, the thermal propulsion rockets. But yeah, we did a lot of work already to get all of the parts we needed, the turbo motors. I think we're making 15 turbo motors a minute or something like that. And the cooling systems and all of that stuff. So we did lots of hard work beforehand, so these last couple of streams have been just kind of putting the pieces together. A 1.5 gigawatt plant? Well, we're going to go a little bit larger than that. Yeah, I'm looking at, well, like this blueprint here, when I get it figured out, 6 of these should generate 100 gigawatts. Well, 6 of these should make the rocket fuel to generate 100 gigawatts. So then there is, there's about 800 gigawatts more of nitrogen left on the map. That's my limiting factor, is the amount of nitrogen that I have. I love how that happened. If you're prepped and have the components, the next phase goes so smoothly. Yeah, it's, you know, I don't build this way often. I'm usually a little bit more seat of the pants, but on this playthrough, I've been really focused very heavily on blueprints, of course. You know, basically all of these things that we have here are blueprints. And so it does make scaling, although these ones are not, because these ones are like these, you know, end game kind of one-off systems. But it sure does make things pretty nice for scaling. You know, I've been doing a lot of stuff where I design these blueprints that you can just snap together. You know, in some cases, I'm building them like this, where you can have like an adapter that you put on the front end of it, like these adapters here. This is what I consider an adapter. It's like an input adapter that just makes putting together the multiple blueprints a little bit faster. Like you can see, here's another good example. So this is automated wiring blueprint here. And then, of course, the modular engines. So, yeah. I haven't really thought about the layout of this blueprint at all yet. Primarily just unlocked the Mark III blueprint designer and was excited to find out whether or not this thing would actually fit in it, and it does seem to fit very nicely. Now what I need to do is figure out, you know, how to scale this. I did actually... Yeah, let's just save this as a temporary thing. We're going to call this Nitro. And we don't even need to get a directory or anything. But I was looking at how many generators we can get in here. So this is the generator blueprint that I currently have been using, which you can fit 4 generators into a Mark II blueprint, which it seems like nobody understands or realizes that, because I never see anybody do it. But if you do it very, very tightly, you can actually squeeze them all in. But the question is, can we fit any more? So it looks like it's not going to let us do that. Oh, look at that. Just turned blue. Well, no, the T is not actually connected straight to it. There's a pipe between the two, and then I snap the, or well, not snap, but I place the T right on that pipe. And then I just have the, then I have another pipe, or then I run this one across, and then put a T on that, and then put a pipe in between those two. Oh, come on. Oh, I see. There we go. So look at that. We got 6 in here, but that shape is kind of useless. Oh, put the pipe from gen to gen, yeah. Yeah, I spend way too much time seeing how much I can squeeze in. Like yesterday, I actually built this thing. I don't know if you were watching when I was talking about it earlier, but it took me quite a while to figure out how to fit these in here. I do the same thing with manufacturers, where I put the manufacturers, squeeze the manufacturers in as close as you can get. So yeah, this is the blueprint designer here. So let's go ahead and clear this out and load the converter one. So yeah, you can actually see here what I did. So I have the splitters, as close as possible. I actually had it one half notch closer, and it did seem like it would connect, but nothing would go through on the belt. Here, I can delete these, and you can see there's a belt there and there. And then if you put another splitter down, this is the wrong direction, but you can actually sneak it in there and get the belt. But that one's not going to work because, well, it actually could work, but it's just a little bit harder to do. But really what I like to do is take it and put the input on this side here, and then connect this belt here, connect this belt, and then you can just put this guy on here, and then I have run that line this way, or the 2 lines. Anyway, let's clear this so I don't accidentally save it. Yeah, I know. People are very yep, I totally understand. I chose density over clipping, and I want to see what's on the belt. I want to see the belts moving, but I do make rare exceptions. Here, let's load up the manufacturer one as well. When the density is more important to me than the clipping, I will actually do it. I don't have the resources to load up that one. Come on, man. So yeah, I basically do the same thing here. But in this case, they're all the splitters are pointing in the same direction, and I put this splitter down first, and then I put this lift on it, and then I put down that splitter, and then I put this lift on it, and that splitter, and then this lift, and then that splitter, and this lift, and do the same thing. Yep, it's a little bit tight, it's a little clipped, but I don't have, I do this with almost all of my builds. I clip through these splitters like that, so basically every single one of my builds, you'll see that same thing. Well, maybe not here because this one is just smelters, but like when I have an assembler or something, I've come to accept that. I know some people won't, but it's not a problem for me. Yep, density and scaling are more important to me. I don't know if you ever saw the Borg series or the Borg episodes in Star Trek Next Generation, but I I want my blueprints to look like a Borg ship, which is just this big conglomeration of cube floating, flying through space. So yeah, well, this is a interesting news here. Actually, you know, there's a little bit of space here. Let's see if we can get a little bit more out of this. We'll scooch these guys all the way into the corner. And actually, I'm starting to see... I'm thinking that possibly... Can we get one right here? No, it doesn't look like it. No. I was thinking that it was possible we might be able to get 8 in there. But I don't see... Yeah, see, it hits the wall right on this one here. And that is far over. So that one fits there. There's another one, or another spot there. Another spot here. Well, it's not that big deal, but I'm looking at putting down a couple thousand of these. So if I could get 8 into there, that would be better than just 4. But it looks like I'm stuck with just doing 4. Let's see how this guy's doing. Oh, I guess. Come on. So we have 150 of those in there. All right, well, that's good. Well, let's go work on something a little different. I'm going to go back to the train. Actually, let me just check and see if there's anything else that we want to unlock before we do that. I mean, there's only one thing left to unlock, actually, and that is the spatial energy regulation, which gets us the ballistic warp drive and singularity cell recipes. But we need the singularity, what is this? The superposition oscillators, and I'm not going to build those right now. So let's go out to the train station. Actually, where's that train at? He's all the way out there. So we're going to fly out there instead of catching a ride. And we'll work on that nitrogen. We need to start collecting nitrogen from all over the map. Well, actually, I was thinking I was going to do it centrally, but now I'm starting to lean more towards distributed, where I'll probably set up like 5 more power plants, each at one of the wells. Or like in this case, there's 2 wells together. In fact, let's just go over here and finish work on this well. So there's one nitrogen well there, and I brought most of it to that train station. And then there's another one here, which I have run the pipe down to there. I thought I had it up a little bit higher, but I guess not. But we need to gather this nitrogen, and I think this one does 1,200. Yeah, this one's 1,200, so I have 2 pipes. Looks like I didn't get these ones painted. I did paint it in the blueprint, but I guess I placed a couple down before I did that. Yeah, so those ones are painted. Now the question is, go into curve mode. Oh, it looks like we go right here next. So that would be this guy. Okay, and now we need some extractors. And so there's 1,200, so we just need to pick and choose which ones go together to make 600 each for 2 pipes. And so that's an impure, and this is a pure. Normal, normal, normal. So I guess we'll just do the 2 pures together. And then everything else will go in the other one. Now I like to do these curved, but you can't really put a T-junction on a curved one, so we'll need to have a straight section, which I suppose we can do right here, because this one's pointing right here. And we'll go back to curve mode. And then we can put our junction on here. And junctions need to be chrome. Okay. See if we can reach it in there. Oh, we got ourselves a Kajagoogoo. Okay, so there's 1 pipe, and then we just got to collect the rest of them. Oh, let's paint this guy too while we're at it. So everything looks nice and white. Oh, yeah. That's a little bit of an issue, isn't it? Well, I mean, it's going to be out here in the woods. Nobody's going to see if it clips. I could just turn this junction. Let's try that. Of course. Let's do like a horizontal to vertical here. Oh yeah, that's perfect. And we just need to line it up the direction we want to go. We don't even have to go that far out. Just right about here. Let's use this instead. No. Okay, try this one. Well, not great, but at least it's not clipping. We can probably get rid of this segment now that we have this little extension here, and then put this right in there. Okay, now we can have the rest of them go underneath, and it won't clip, and everybody will be happy. So we got one there. Got, what, 3 back here? And we do need a straight segment here. I do want this to be curved, but just do auto. Oh, it snapped. I'm so used to pipes not snapping that whenever they do, it's exciting. Alright, who else do we gotta collect? Just this guy here and this guy. I think what we'll do is we'll curve to here, and then we'll have a straight segment. And then we'll curve it in to its spot. I'm bummed. I'm leaving on a work trip in less than an hour. Won't be able to play any Satisfactory for at least 8 days. Whoa. Sad to hear that for you, bud. Work trip, huh? Do you travel a lot for your job? I used to back in the day. Well, not a lot, but some. Okay, well, I think that's this. I think this one's done. Let's just do the math here. 1, 2. Normal, normal, normal. Okay, so 3 normals is 450 plus 75 plus 75 is another 150. Is that right? These are 75, right? Yeah. And normals are 150. So that's 450 plus 150 is 600. So that is the right thing. Second time this year. Shouldn't have to travel more than 3 times a year. Not often that long. Yeah, 8 days is quite a while. I used to go to Taiwan, which was great, for a couple of weeks, and I didn't mind that at all. You know, I wouldn't want to. I've done some trips where, like, one time I did a trip where we went to Tokyo, and it was just like 2 days, and that is rough. Okay, so we should have another 1,200. Oh, here we go. We got to get it from here to the train. I guess we'll go underneath. And yeah, let's paint these train stations too while we're at it. I've never done a liquid or fluid car before, or fluid train, so this is the first time for that. We do have an extra small amount of nitrogen over here that we need to gather. Looks like one well there and one well here. What is this? These are both impure. Yep. But this is maxed out in terms of how fast you can fill it. Holds 3,200 meters square. I'm carrying 1,200 per minute. So I think I was thinking we can do a distributed thing here. I want to turn this guy off. But I also do want to kind of build some bigger installations. So what I'm thinking is actually we'll probably take the nitrogen from these 2 wells and take it out into the Rocky Desert. And there's another well out there on the north end of the Rocky Desert. And we'll take all 3 of those and make one big power plant from that. That way we don't, like, if I centralize this and bring everything into the same place, it becomes a lot more of a logistical difficulty. We need to name this train too. Rocky Nitro. I think that's a good name for him. And he's not going to go there. He's going to, well, for now, we'll just have him go to the latex space, because that's close to where he's going to end up going. But we're not going to give him any cars yet, because he's not going to go there eventually. We'll build a new train station out by the water in the Rocky Desert, and that's where we'll build the power plant. Yeah, so we just want to get one more I think what we can do is just do this here. We'll just put another one on each of these, and then we'll put those 2 impures into a new line. And that's good enough for that. I guess we'll do it like this, and then this guy here. Need a junction. And then you go into there. And then you're going to come over here to this last one. Nobody saw that. And then we need those will go like that, and then we'll bring those last 2 pipes over, and we're kind of done here, I think. We'll go up. I think that we have all of the coal, and what else do we need? We need coal and sulfur. Coal, sulfur, water, crude. We need crude also. Let me just check here. See what it... So 900, I think, yeah, that the one out there is 900. And what did we have? 1325 or 1350 actually at this one, and 1200 at the other one. So 900 plus 1350 plus 1200 is 3450. And then in the modeler, we can plug that in 3450 into here. Well, actually, let's just do it this way. 20, 24. Yeah, 3450 is 23 of that blueprint. And then we need another 4,000 sulfur. Ooh, geez, that's going to be a little rough. 2,300 coal and 1,725. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see. But if we do connect all of this, we'll get 414 gigawatts. So, and what does that do for us? 276. 276 times 3. 828 generators required for that 414 gigawatts. Those are double overclocked. Okay, let's finish this off. Yeah, sometimes my trains get in this mode where they glow red. In fact, sometimes I can see them across the map, but I can't see them right now. Anyway, actually, let's just do this slightly different. We'll just go down this way instead of through those woods. Need to get that blueprint. What is this? 2 pipes. I hate being right on the edge of the power. It's very annoying. Once you get used to flying, it's just like you de-evolved. No, I don't want that. I want this. All right. So this is going into the middle car. Yeah, this one right here. And we don't really need to go right through that thing. Oh, you know what we're missing? We're missing some music. Let's get the music turned on. There we go. Okay, almost there. Just need to get those 2 pipes up here. What's that gonna look like? Really? Okay. What if we try it from over here? Oh, wrong side. Okay, it doesn't want to let me do that. All right, let's try this. How about now? How you like me now? There we go. I like that. God, I love curves. Oh, it's so beautiful. Sloppy alumina, huh, baby? Nice. I love sloppy alumina. It's the best recipe. Sloppy alumina and pure aluminum ingot. I'm using electrode scrap now too. those three recipes together, sloppy alumina, electrode scrap, and pure aluminum ingot, is a beautiful combo. Okay, this is done. Just in time for the rain. All right, let's hitch a ride. Oh, dude. The water. I've got the most amazing blueprint that requires zero futzing around. It just... I mean, I have... The blueprint I'm using on this playthrough is pretty good, but I made another one that's even better. My blueprints, let me show you them. Alright, where are we going? Oh, you're just... Where's he going? Oh, he's going right back to where he was. Okay, here, let me show you. Because... yeah, a single valve was the solution to my problem. So I have this plant here. And this one works pretty good. But it does have some issues. Like, for example, yeah, you can see it right now. Right here. See, this guy's got a yellow light. He's almost full of water. I got to delete him every once in a while. He's running 53%. But I have one that basically, I mean, it'll probably, it probably won't be at 100% because I'm saying that it's going to be. But I do have this new blueprint that I've been using. It pretty much runs at 100% every time. Let's go out and see how it's looking. These guys are turned off because they're doing something else, but these guys here should be 100% solid. Let's see. So it's this one right here. 100%. Boom. No water. Same thing here. 100%. Zero water. Well, yeah, their water was just filling, but there's no water in it. And then this guy, 100%. No water. So this blueprint really is... That one actually said 98% there. That's... But yeah, I just have this one valve. Where is it at? Right here? Where is that valve on this build? It's kind of dark in here. Where is the valve? Do I not have it? There it is, right there. Yeah, it's just that recycling water is the thing that is an issue. %. I will sometimes use the original recipe, like when I first unlock aluminum in a playthrough, but for the most part, I'm always so far ahead on my blueprint, or I mean on my hard drives, that I basically have every recipe at my disposal. I go and get hard drives early. Speaking of hard drives, I should probably put one in. But we want to get over here to where this other well is. Now the other well is out there. I guess we can just go there right now. We don't have any power out here though. Actually, I don't know exactly where it is. I just know it's up here somewhere. I see a summer sloop over here. Oh, it's right in the middle of the stink area. Is it down there? There it is. Oh, I see. Yeah. I know where so many hard drives are that basically anywhere on the map I can go get hard drives that are pretty easy. And yeah, I'm not too worried about those guys. But yeah, I won't go into like the swamp or anything until I'm heavily protected. Let's see. So, what should we do with this guy? I don't even have a gas mask in this game. I do have a radiation suit on right now, but no gas mask. I usually just use nobelisks for that purpose. Hey, buddy. I think maybe this way is better. So this is supposed to be 900, I believe. So there's impure. That's like one normal. Another impure. Another impure. And one pure. So I think it's, what is it? 2 normals, 1 pure, and 4 impure. So that would be 75 times 4 plus 300 plus 300. Yeah. So that's 900. That's enough for 3 of those blueprints. Okay, well, let's put the thing down. Which one? Oh, this one down here. This one. And I guess let's make a plan here. I love the fact that gas doesn't require pumps. Oh yeah, you can see my train. Little red spot. What? Oh no, I'm out of liquid biofuel. Okay. God, it is just nasty weather out here, huh? Where are we? I think we'll probably, like, so here's this one over here, this train station. Then we have this train station here. We'll probably add a new train that comes out to this coast over here, and we'll bring this over. Maybe we'll go around this direction and south with it. Let's go walk around that way and see what that looks like. Which way? We came from over here, I guess. I'm gonna need some summer sloops too. gonna need at least three alien augmenters to get the extra power boost that I'm looking for. That means 30 more Sommer sloops, and I have none extra to spare at the moment. But I know that there's like about 50 more on the map, so I'm good there. Just gotta go get them. These guys I'm totally out of right now. So, I think this way. Oxide, impure. There's another one. You just stand on the other side of the Mercer sphere. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, so out here is where we're gonna build. So I don't even know if it's worth doing a train. Yeah, we're just gonna pipe it over. But we will do a train station over here and bring those two wells that we just collected over there. Let's go find some power and bring it out here. Ooh, here we go. What's this? Impure? How much coal are we gonna need for, or crude are we gonna need for this job? So this factory is going to take 1725 in crude. So an impure doesn't get us that much. Impure gets us what, 150? Yeah, I think we only get 150 out of impure. Are we gonna have to bring it in? Impure, impure, normal. That's only 600. We need 1700. Okay, well, let's get the power out to the well. That's job one. I know I have I have power over there, but there should be some power over here somewhere. Oh, there's another Mercer sphere. Hey, have a good one, Brett Trox. Have a good trip. Look forward to talking to you in a couple weeks when you get back. Be safe. Thanks for swinging by in the chat. I really appreciate it. Okay, here's our power. Back in the early days, I was actually dependent on a little bit of geothermal. I actually went out and looted crash sites in order to get the, what was it I needed? High-speed connectors, I believe. And high-speed connectors and circuit boards to make those things before I even unlocked oil. On this playthrough, we're doing 2x power consumption, so every little thing helped. But now that we're into the hundreds of gigawatts, those are just a drop in the bucket. Alright, I don't want to kill that guy just for no reason. But I do want to go get this Mercer Sphere. Okay, so I saw power over here somewhere. Where is it? There's that one there, and then there's this one here. So I guess we'll start with this one and take it across. It's probably the best place to go. Okay, and then we can take... Let's see, how far can we go? Can we get up on top of this? Can only get to the very edge. Hopefully that's close enough. There we go. Should be heading straight for the well. Well, maybe not. I guess it's over here a little bit more. Excuse me? Got a Mercer Sphere over there? I know there's a Sommer Sloop here that I do want to get. Come on. Oh, I don't have any obelisks. All right. Here we go. Making the world a better place. Oh, you sneaky Pete. Let's go get this last one over here. Hate to leave this job incomplete. All right. So, where's the well? There it is right there. Excuse me. I guess right here. Okay, we got power. Should be 900. That's what we calculated. There we go, 900. And it's just going to be 2 pipes. We'll do a 600 and a 300. What is the purpose of all this stink over here? Oops. I got it. Still got it. I just heard a little... Where'd that blue guy go? There he is. The deputrification. The great deputrification of my planet. Oh, there's another one. Oh, jeez. You did. And I thought there was 2 normals. Impure. Impure. Here's the normal. Okay. So... this is the normal, and this is the pure. Looks good. We'll just run this pipe right through here, and then connect those 2 to that. This is curve. I love curve, but we gotta have it straight for this one. Just because you can't put a junction on a curved pipe for the most part. And let's start painting as well. Oh, this might be a little bit of an issue. Probably went too high up. I should be able to fly here, can't I? Oh, I can switch this. There we go. Put my weapon away. We don't need that. This is the pure, right? Or the normal. Okay, yeah. That's what we want. That doesn't really look like it's lined up. Okay. And a little chrome. A little bit of chrome on there. Okay, that is one line. And let's put down our little pole thing here. Yeah, that looks good. And then the other ones, what's 4 impures into this other one? Get back into curve mode. Okay, 2 impures over here and 2 over here. I guess we'll go like this. And like that. And we can start with this one. And we want straight mode. No. Just go auto, I guess. Actually, probably just go below this one. Let's do that. And then we just need a little stretch here of reasonably straight. No, we don't want curve mode. Auto's fine. Right there. That should be enough to get everything on the pipe. All right, and now we go back to curve mode. Oh no. No, 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 no. Inches away. All right. Delicious spaghetti. Not gonna get to fly today. No, I keep doing that. I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Not quite. Let me get my flying gear on here. Suppose if we put it right here, get us where we need to be. Right here, I guess. Okay, we're getting close. We're just gonna go right over there. Probably don't want to go over the top of that bauxite. We might want to collect that later. Yeah, bauxite is actually one of the resources that you can convert into nitrogen, and we are going to have to do some nitrogen conversion because we're not going to have enough nitrogen on the map to meet our goal. Well, we will, but then we won't be able to make any fused modular frames or cooling systems. So we will do a little bit of conversion. We're just going to go along the coastline here. Hey bro, I'm not bothering you. Why don't you just go about your business? I'm gonna go about my business. I'm not even gonna harm you. Did I? Oh, I can see the red outline of my train there. I thought it was a Sommersloop. I got all excited. Ah, missed it. These guys are distracting me. Not trying to even hassle you bros, and you just can't even cut me a break. I don't know. Can we go through here? Is it too deep? Yeah, maybe that was a mistake. Maybe we need to go over the top. Yeah, we'll bring it up that way. Oh, I walked right into that. Ow. 2 hours. Is it my mandated break time? Look at it. It's my mandated death time almost. I think maybe we'll just bring it up here. You fell off the cliff, buddy? Woo! Bye-bye. You gonna recover from that? Yeah, he recovered. So funny. These guys are... Oh, is he back for more? Dang it. Alright, I guess I better get some health here. Oh, we got sulfur right here. Pure sulfur. Nice. We're gonna need that. That's 1,200 right there. And we need how much? We need 4,600, so not quite enough. But 1,200 pure sulfur. 1,200 sulfur is a good start on that. So yeah, from here, I guess we can go down there maybe. We'll bring it over that way and then down. I think that'll work. Because we're gonna build kind of right off at that point probably. If we can get down from here. I think we can. I guess we can just try it right here and see what happens. Yeah, we should be able to get down from there. Is there anything good in here? Yellow power slug? I'm gonna kill this dude at least. All right, back to the business. Yeah, that's nice. Nice, got some sulfur there. Here, let's just take care of this right now. And we want to go, we're going right over there. But we want to route around that sulfur so we don't get in the way. All right, we're getting close. Right about here. All right, we'll just take it. We'll just take it over to there, and then that'll be good for now. Got a lot more resource collecting to do. Should go back and see how we're doing on our quantum processors. Yeah, we don't have to take it all the way out. Right here is actually good enough. Right about there. Okay. So this will be the location of our... I think this one is going to be 400 gigawatts. And we're going to need a lot of power shards. Whoa, hey, buddy. But I believe that we will come out here to this point here and probably build right around here. Lots of water that we need. We got our nitrogen right there. We have a bunch more nitrogen on that red train that's glowing through the rock. There's that train is bringing the nitrogen over there, but what we'll do is we'll add a new train station here. What's this hole? We'll add a new train station right here. Oh, there's got to be something good down there. Mercer Sphere. With no artifact thing. So quiet and peaceful in here. Okay. Yeah, we need to get power out here too. We can get power from the train station. Actually, when we build the rail line out here, that'll bring the power out. Yeah, 400 gigawatts right here. That'll get us to a half a terawatt. Pure iron. All right, I'm going to take my FICSIT mandated break. And then we'll come back and probably build that train. Train is kind of the important piece right now, and we need to, I think we already got that. Pretty sure we already got this one. This is a smoking husk left in the desert. There's our train. Yeah, so out there will be our new power plant. Let's go take a quick peek at our quantum processors, our neural quantum processors. I mean, I did leave, I think oh, I don't see any supercomputers. So at least it used all of those. I don't remember how many we put in. Oh. Thing hasn't been doing anything. So we have 300. Let's grab some supercomputers and put it in there. That's what happens when you don't properly. This is just a temporary bootstrapping system. We used it to unlock that Mark III blueprint designer. But no reason to not have it continue. Let's just go grab some more from the train station. Supercomputers are right here. Take a little ride on the fast belt. The belt is too fast. There we go. Okay. And on that, I'm going to take a couple of minutes break. Be real quick. And we'll be back. This is our new Trigon site. Just a temporary setup to get us some Trigons. 9600. This thing's already full. Yeah, so this is that new blueprint. And on that note, I'll be right back. All right, we back at it. A lot of diamonds in there. I think we have the time crystals turned off right at the moment. We stole those diamonds. We could just split it. We put an overflow into here. Let's do that. Smart splitter. Overflow. Right. How many Trigons is this guy using? 112 per minute. We should keep that thing alive, and I think we're good on that. We don't need to add any more storage. And we're getting some dark matter crystals here. Okay, well, this is good enough. We'll let that thing operate. And let's go build that train station. We'll bring the train out to our new site for our new power plant. So we already have a train here going all the way out here. And then we just added this train, this red one you can see through the wall for whatever reason. And it comes out to here, to this junction. So what we'll do is we'll add a new branch off this junction this way and take it out over there. Oh, I deleted the wrong thing. Try not to do that again. Okay, and then we need a path over here. A block over here. Yeah, it's this way, right? Yeah. Okay, so all the other signals are good. This one is fine, that's not good at the moment. Is a tree in our way? Okay, so we're gonna want to put the incline right about here. We're gonna put a let's get our blueprint set up. I don't know, 20-meter column. I mean, most of it is going to be like 19, but this one's going to be an incline. Okay. Didn't I set it up? Oh, I know what I did. This one is an incline. So where is it? Where's my incline? Right here. Let's see what happens here if we do this. Yeah, that looks good. And then we should be able to go right into the 19 meter from there. I'll put that on 6. And we'll put the rail on 0. I guess we just go right here. I think so. Yeah, we brought it down here and we came across here, so I'm just going to place a marker right there just so that we have a general direction to look at, and we'll put a choo-choo. Those guys are fine. And we could go a little bit lower. We don't need to be on the 19 meter one, I guess. And let's go like 11 meter. Let's put on a little different music. Oh. Speaking of music, yeah, I must have set it down somewhere. Is it not in my inventory? No, I bet you I set it down. I hear it. Okay, it's over here somewhere. Where is it? There it is. How did I just place it in the sky like that? I don't know. Goat Simulator. That's what we're going to listen to. I know you guys love the Goat Simulator. Oh yeah, the song is called Desert Chill. It's perfect. I love this song, actually. It's got that funky organ. Shoot first, ask questions later. I know those bees are going to hassle me if I didn't do that. Ordinarily, I would just leave the wildlife alone, but in this scenario, got time for them bees. I want to actually go over there and just verify that we're going to the correct place. It's a chill night in the desert, just like the song says. So my marker is right here, and this is basically where we want to be. Okay. This is really called Desert Chill, isn't it? It is. Nice. Where's my train at? Right there. Well, this actually calls for a 19 meter here. I'm gonna curve a little bit over there. Can use this. That's just too extreme. Could do the 15. We'll go through here. All right, we're almost there. Almost time to build a train station. Yeah, actually, it is time to build a train station. Should we have raised up a little bit here? We're gonna build it just like this. Okay, it is time for a train station. Bean, are you gonna be in my way? You probably are. We're gonna need a roundabout too, or no? We probably should put a roundabout first. That way we can branch. Do we have room for a roundabout and a train station? Yeah, we should be fine. Yeah, this is not, doesn't match. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do that. And then we'll put our roundabout in. Right here. Come on. Fine. Wait. I didn't realize I had this blueprint. Since when have I had this? All right. Yeah. It goes too far in. We gotta move it back. The roundabout needs to be over here somewhere, because we want most of that area for a train station. So we'll try this a little bit differently. We'll put it right here off of this. And we'll do this slightly different as well. We'll put our branch right here. And then these ones, hopefully we can connect to that. Oh yeah, we can reach. That way it'll get the trains on the correct width. For some reason my stanchions are wider than my branch. So this way it'll fix that over a longer distance and it won't look so annoying. Okay, now we want a roundabout. Yeah, that stanchion on that other roundabout makes it harder to place. Okay, this is much better. Block goes over here on this side. Path goes here. I'm gonna delete these two. You have to replace these, otherwise it doesn't work, because I think if they were in the blueprint connected to 2 rails, it would work, but the blueprint only has them connected to 1 rail. Okay. All right, now we can build our train station. Oops. Wasn't what I was trying to do. Yeah, I think this is the correct direction that we want to go. So we're gonna come in on the left. I think that actually is the right placement for this too. No. Okay, yeah, well, we will loop around and then come back out on the right, so that would mean we want to put it here. And then station exit. Actually, this one's not going to work this way. Let's just use the regular station. And we're going to be going this way. This looks good. It's lined up correctly. The only question is this part. I think that's where we want it, right there. Needs to be long enough so that we can make this corner, which is right there. Yeah, we like them to go this way because then we can always extend the station that direction. But if we came in this way, and we'd have to move this roundabout and all that if we tried to extend the station. So this is the correct thing. Yeah, let's just unpaint this. Because it's going to be kind of a generic one. It's not just going to be pure nitrogen. We will bring nitrogen in, but there might be other stuff that we need to bring in. There probably will be. Oh, yeah. That's why we actually wanted to use that station exit blueprint, because we'll probably go wider also. Maybe have 2 or 3 stations here. But I don't know. Is it aimed the right direction? Not really. But I suppose we can use it as a little bit of a blueprint for what we're trying to achieve. Yeah, that's right. Maybe we should turn these. Do we have plenty of room out that direction? We do. Yeah, let's do this slightly different. We'll make it so that this one connects to that one. Let's try that. We'll delete this too. And we'll rotate it like this. Oops, it's in blueprint mode. We just need to make this far enough so that turn can be made. That is enough, but we'll go to... Which side are we going to offload from? Okay, I think we're going to try this. And we'll just go ahead and put 2 of them down right away. What? Okay. So I had to go over here. Could connect this track, and that would give me a little bit more flying juice. All right, we're just going to use the default auto connect. I thought I could be closer than this. Let's do this. Let's just go back and check what that other one looks like, because this seems like the stations are too far apart. I have one that works well, so we'll go look at it before we go too far here. I guess it kind of aimed in the wrong direction. We're going over here, actually. This station here is the one that we want to model it after. Yeah, see, there's looks like one foundation in between, but it wouldn't. I guess I just don't need to auto connect it. I'll just place them with one. I mean, it's slightly less than a foundation, but why is that one train got a red outline? It's a bug. I've seen it before where all of my trains had that outline. I think that it might have been that other trains were off the map when that bug happened. So yeah, see, I don't need anywhere near this much room. It's a waste of space. But we do need enough room. So wait. Trains are coming in on the left. Yeah, so they're going to come in right here. And we just need to give enough room so that it can make its shortest corner here, which is that right there. And, you know, you can offload on either side. It doesn't really matter which way you do it. Oops. Get rid of this and put this station back here. Okay, we're not gonna. Okay, yeah, this. Okay, we're gonna start with that one there. And then we'll put another one. Right there. So that's basically the same as what we had at the other one. And then we can just get rid of this and this. All right. Now we're going to extend the station out this direction. You're not going to be in my way, Bean? Okay, cool. Okay, now we'll put in some platforms. So we're doing fluid freight. Oh, yeah. My space was designed for for industrial bin offloading. I've never done it with one of these, and we're going to want to use the large fluid buffer or whatever it's called. So that might be a little bit of an issue, but I think probably go put those industrial fluid things down here. Where are they? They're an organization. Oops. Okay. So, no problem. Let's do this. Because we need this track to come through here. Because trains will come in. They're coming in on the left. They'll go down here. And then they'll enter in whichever station there is appropriate for them. And then for this first one, this will be definitely a nitrogen station. So we'll need to have at least enough room for that buffer in between. No, I want the fluid freight platform. And we need at least 3. Oh, you actually are going to need... Do these things stack? They do. Okay, that actually will probably be the solution. You would hope that they are just the right size to fit one per station. But kind of need to have a... I guess we need a little bit more space in order to get that... Let's try that right there and see what happens. And then put a pipe from here to here. Okay, I'm totally fine with that. In fact, I think that's very good. Very good. Let's get a paintbrush out. Go to town on this. And then we can unpaint the station. All right. What is the name of this facility going to be? I guess that's the biggest question. I think it's like Nitro Power West or something. I know it's real original. But this is really the nitrogen train, so... well, you know, we can name it whatever we decide on later. And so there should be a station... do we have a station... We have station corner. Oh no, that thing's no good. Turn is one. Okay, so really? I think we can just move this. So how much more do we need? I think we just need a half a foundation. So that would be starting from right here. And then this one, connect into there. And then get rid of this. Perfect. Okay. That's enough for us to get started, and then we're good to go to add another one over here. We're good to go to extend it out that way. We just need to replace these blocks and put a couple more. I thought I already fixed these, but yeah, it's because I deleted that one. That's probably why I'm complaining. So block over here. Oh, we can place it anywhere because of and then we need path. Okay. Then we need a couple more blocks. Got a full loop here, that's great. Can put another block. Which way is this gonna go? This should be here. And then this one should be here. All right. And then let's go to our train. Which train is this? Rocky Nitro. And edit the timetable. So we're not going to go there now. Now we want to add Nitro West power. Okay, so that train should come here, and then we'll put some cars on it. Oh, we need we need one more. Okay. Well, he's not going to be able to get here because we're one short. But now that we have it all dialed in, so fixing it and extending it is pretty easy. Okay, and then we're going to put that block back here. Block signal right there. Here he comes. So now when we put the freight cars on this, it should go pick up that nitrogen that's sitting in that other station and bring it here. And so we'll hitch a ride on this train and hopefully it'll work. So I guess it's just a regular freight car, huh? It's not a special fluid car. What does it look like when there's fluid in it? Does it look like a... Because the trucks have a special look. Turn it on. All right, we can go for a little ride. Go for a train ride. So yeah, we have plans for somewhat like, let's just take a quick peek on the modeler. Right now it's looking like 414 right here, 414 gigawatts. At this station, at this power plant. We're gonna have to grab, we have the nitrogen. This train should be bringing in the rest of the nitrogen that we need for that 414 gigawatts. We already have 150 gigawatts, so that will put us over a half a terawatt. Might be a couple days before this thing is online. Still got to gather a bunch more resources. But nitrogen is the limiting factor on this map. We only have enough for about 800 gigawatts. So this will basically be half of the nitrogen on the map. There's only 6 nodes, 6 wells, and we're already connected to 2 of them, and now this is 3 more. There's really only 1 left, but one of the ones that we currently have connected we're not using very much of. So this will be the first time I ever yeah, those actually those are a little different, those tanks there. They look like more like tanks instead of containers. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, this is totally like an oil freighter, something like that. An oil train. We gotta paint these cars, man. Don't go. Don't go. Alright, we cut the ride. Oh, this is great. I love it. It looks cool. We got our first fluid train on the track, cruising through the tunnel, the cave. We're heading out to our new power plant. Well, what will be our new power plant. I think those trains look really cool. Okay, here we go. We are docking for the first time with our nitrogen. Let's see how this process works. Oh, I forgot to switch the thing. Gotta make it unload. Unload. Well, I guess we have to wait for a minute. Yeah, classic blunder. Bean, what is your deal, bro? What are you doing, guy? You just hanging here? Oh, are you stuck? Well, you shouldn't have chose to get right in the middle. Well, that was a little bit anticlimactic. I was all excited for the first offloading. And then I forgot to switch it over to offload. What do we got here? Cure, nice. But that's not really what we need. Let's actually look for a little bit of the other stuff while we're waiting. I know there is a pure sulfur over here, which we're definitely going to use. Let's see how much other sulfur is in the area. We should probably just put down a radar tower. That's under organization. And then we will be able to see. Okay, so here's another sulfur. That's an impure. That's an impure. Oh, it's not a good sign. We need a lot more sulfur. Here's a impure coal. Okay, well, this is not super fruitful at this point. There's another coal. Normal. My goodness, could be a little bit difficult. Another impure coal, crude. Well, we'll find it. We'll find the resources. We might have to, obviously bring them in from somewhere else in the map. Here, let's just look at the modeler here. So yeah, we need, for this build, it's going to be 23 of our blueprints. Looks like 276 times 3 generators, double clocked. We have the 3450 nitrogen coming in already. We need the 4600 sulfur, and it doesn't look like we're even close to that. Water is easy. We got water right here. That's what we're building here primarily. Crude. We have a pure crude that we're using for rubber, but we don't really need it, so we might convert that. That only gets us 600, and then we have another, so we're up to 900 on crude here. So, oh, hey, oh, I hear the train. I hear the train coming. Here it is. Oh, yeah, it's red now. Okay, here we go. This is actually our first offload. And will it just automatically empty into our industrial buffers here? Choo-choo. See ya. So, do we need to pump it? It's just sitting there. Not doing anything. Oh, no, it's coming. Oh, this one is not gonna. This one doesn't have its buffers. That's why. Okay, yeah, this one's draining out. Yeah, let's put a buffer on this one too. That's not the same mode as that other one. Why does the other one look better than this one? because we're at a different distance away is why. I thought they were lined up. Is that it there? Yeah, that looks like it. We want them to be really close. They can't be any closer because then you can't turn that corner. What the hell happened here? Okay, yeah, let's go see. Did this one fill up? It's still going. I don't really have a good way to measure the throughput. I mean, the only thing that we can do is like put them in packages, could package them and then sync it. So that's empty. So you can't flush the network from there. You can flush the network from here, but it would just do this. Current amount in storage is 1,200. Oh, because there's two of them. So this guy is still filling, I guess, huh? Is it sloshing? This one's still draining. This one should be totally drained. Yep, it says empty. Okay, that one's drained too. And then these each have... oh, this third car... Oh, see, look at that. This is perfect. They all just drained just as this car is coming back. Let's see what these guys got. These guys are full. This one is not full, but that's because that third car only has... it really only has 150 going into it. And we don't have the buffers on the source train station either, so we're going to need to add those in as well. Well, I'm extremely happy with how this is working. These buffers finished draining just as the train came. Now we just have the big task of gathering up all the other resources, getting them here on additional trains, I guess. Or if they're available in the desert, we might belt them over or truck them over or something along those lines. And then build the ginormous power plant. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for the stream. We had a very good stream so far. Let's zip on back to the base real quick before we shut her down and have a look at how we did on... We're building quantum neural processors. Just started that. It's just a temporary factory. So we also have time crystals going, and what? I can't connect to this thing? Okay. Here, let's do this. Bring this down. And we got a bunch of FICSIT Trigons going as well. And we got all of the nitrogen on this part of the map rounded up and into this train station. Well, besides those two pipes right there. But those are connected to the well that's up on the north coast up there. Okay, I'm going to blame it on the autosave. Looks like we're up to 1400 or 1350 nuclear pasta, so the phase 5 nuclear pasta is well on its way. That got turned on automatically as soon as we entered phase 5. We left it connected and running, but I did remove the somber sloops because it was burning 60 gigawatts and we don't really have that much headroom at the moment. This guy right here is burning almost 60 himself. So that's the reason why we're building this ginormous power plant. See, he's burning 54 gigawatts at his peak. We got a couple hundred processors. Not great, not horrible. Lots of dark matter crystals in here. Let's check our time crystals. Yeah, we could use some more of those. And then I'm sure our Trigons are totally full here. Yep, they're being burned at like 120 a minute though for this guy. Anyway, we did get the Mark III Blueprint Designer unlocked. I think I actually have an example. Yeah, this nitro. This is just a sketch of what the blueprint's going to be for that power plant that we're working on. We need. These are heavy oil residue here. I think that clock speed is set correctly also for those. And so they'll be making 100. And then those 100 heavy oil residue will come into here with water. So yeah, 50 each, and there's 2 of them. And that'll make the 200 fuel, which then will come up here with the nitrogen, the sulfur, and the coal. And yep, 200, 2 of these, 100 each, and that will make the rocket fuel and the compacted coal. And the plan for the moment is just to sink all of the resin in the compacted coal. And that plant will take 23 of these. And then 276 times 3, 828 generators. And those will be double overclocked. So we could go without the overclocking, and that would be 1,656 generators. Anyway, that's the plan for the power. Our current power situation is we're now peaking up to about 100. 120 even. And we have 155, so don't have a lot of room. We couldn't even place down another one of these. You know, it is fully overclocked and fully slooped as well, so that's part of the reason why it's using that much power. But all these machines are super expensive power-wise, so that's what we're going to do. Here's our Trigon blueprint. Anyway, that's going to be it for the episode. I do appreciate all the chats and the subscriptions. It looks like we did get a new sub on stream today, so I really appreciate that. Appreciate likes on the video and, of course, the chat. So it's great to talk to everybody and gotten lots of good ideas. In fact, the whole nitro rocket fuel plant came from a suggestion from a viewer. So really appreciate that. I do stream almost every day, so hit the bell if you'd like to be notified. I stream usually in the morning, West Coast time, and then oftentimes stream in the afternoon or the evening as well. So, have this big project going on. It'll probably be going for several more streams. And really do appreciate the watch. And I hope everybody has a great day. And bye-bye.